U.S. Representative Vicente Gonzalez was in Falfurrias today for its first mass vaccine clinic. Our Ashley Gonzalez met with him to see what he says he'll continue to do to make sure other rural areas are seen and heard.
Millions of Texans have already been fully vaccinated. And while that is great news for some folks, residents in rural areas haven't even seen one COVID-19 vaccine.
Have you received the vaccine in the last 14 days?
Before Friday, Falfurrias was one of those areas, at least until U.S. Rep. Vicente Gonzalez stepped in. And now, plenty of vaccines made their way to Brooks County for the first time.
Thankfully, we were able to get Doctors Hospital in McAllen, Texas to allocate 1,000 vaccines to this community.
Gonzalez says he's been listening to concerns from Texans in smaller communities. He says they will not be forgotten or overlooked.
I really had to get on the phone and really push to assure that my rural counties were not forgotten, that these populations were getting immunized and getting their shots in the arm at the same rate as our larger cities.
He says this vaccine clinic is an example of what other rural areas in the Coastal Bend can expect in the future.
Not only here, but throughout my district. I plan to have centers like this where people drive through, they get registered days before, they drive through and they get their shot in their arm.
And with more vaccine locations means more hands on deck. That's where the National Guard steps in.
We supplement as need be, whether it be setting up or moving equipment, whether it be drawing vaccines and getting those distributed to the nurses so that they can do their part. Wherever we need to fill in, we do so that they can focus on the task at hand.
Brooks County officials say Falfurrias High School will continue to serve as a mass vaccine site moving forward. Ashley Gonzalez, 3 News.